Hi, Rob here, and coming up, it is my review of the anticipated James Gunn reboot of the DC Cinematic Universe, starting with this updated version of Superman. Thank you for checking out R&B Reviews. Ever since James Gunn's The Suicide Squad got good reviews and feedback, DC has handed Gunn the keys to put together a new, colorful universe after the darker, slower, divisive one from Zack Snyder. Now, I have looked at Rotten Tomatoes. This movie seems to be doing very well with audiences. I believe the last time I looked, 93% of the moviegoers really liked this movie. Now, as usual, I don't read reviews or watch anything before going in. I try to keep myself going in cold, clear head, and just be influenced by what I'm seeing on the screen. The result is a Superman movie that I thought was very entertaining. It was a good mix of action, comedy, character drama, and the Superman film for our time now. I really enjoyed it, but I did have some issues with it. Well, first of all, let's look at the actors. David Corenswet, I thought, was a great Superman and Clark Kent. I thought he did a good job through the character portraying the importance of good and being a positive influence. Rachel Brosnahan, I thought, was also turning in a very good performance as Lois Lane. Her portrayal of Lois complements Clark/Superman. Unlike Superman, who trusts everyone, she doesn't trust anyone. She's very cynical and digs for the truth in her reporting and not just report on what is being shown to her. Nicholas Hoult, I thought, was excellent as the arrogant, narcissistic Lex Luthor. Now, the look of this movie I really enjoyed. It had a sort of natural photographic look to it, and I also like that James Gunn did different things with this movie. First of all, this is not an origin story. I know for a long time, every time the superhero movies got rebooted or whatever, you had to start from the beginning with an origin story, and people were often like, do we really have to? Gunn does not do that here. We pick up, I believe it's 3 years after Superman has been around, saving lives and what have you. So it's not an origin story, but the film does creative ways of keeping the audience up to date with the main characters and their personalities and what had been going on at that time. Also, this is the first time I can remember, and somebody might correct me, where Superman does something controversial. The main plot of the movie is he stops a country from invading another, and some people are happy that he stepped in and did that, but there's others that feel like it was not his place to do so. There are some familiar Gunn elements. If you've seen the Suicide Squad or the Guardians of the Galaxy movies from Marvel, there's dry humor and a great soundtrack. For you die-hard Superman fans, there are homages to past Superman works, the 1978 movie with Christopher Reeve, as well as the TV show Lois and Clark. The movie didn't drag for me. There was always something that came when you least expected it. I also thought the character development between Clark and Lois was really great as well. There's this really great scene where she's interviewing Superman in her apartment, and it has great snappy dialogue with a serious undercurrent. The only issues I had with the movie was I felt like Superman relied on help a little too much here. Superman's dog Krypto appears here and he tends to help him out, and sometimes I felt like he was being used as a crutch. Almost like, to me, it was like watching him being Doctor Who's sonic screwdriver. Whenever Doctor Who gets into a scenario or an issue in some of the series, instead of thinking of a creative way, sometimes he'll just whip out his sonic screwdriver and you're like, what, that's it? Sometimes when Superman in this film gets into a really serious problem, you're like, oh my gosh, how is he gonna do it? He'll call Krypto and I'm like, what? Really? That's all you're going to do here? Another issue was the CGI. To me, it was very hit and miss here. Some I thought came out well, while there were some that felt like it was obviously fake. While the movie has a lot of characters that I'm sure DC fans will be thrilled to see, like the Justice Gang, including Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner and Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, I felt there was a lot of characters to keep track of, and they all didn't really get the character development that I felt like they needed. Still, I thought that this was a very enjoyable film, and for a while I thought maybe the superhero movies were on their way out. But thanks to this movie, as well as the Thunderbolts from Marvel, I think they're making a comeback. So, is this the greatest superhero, or the Superman movie I should say, of all time? No. Was it enjoyable? I thought it was. Is it perfect? No. But I think it's definitely worth seeing, especially on the big screen. I give this movie 4 stars. Alright, that's my review of Superman, so I'm turning the comment box over to you. What did you think of this movie? Did you really like it? Were you disappointed by it? Do you think it's been overpraised? Do you think it's been underpraised? Please post your comments in the comment box below, and feel free to check out other movie reviews, whether they're superhero movies or classics. Go ahead and take a look, and please, if you're interested, hit the subscribe button so that you can see new reviews when they come out. Alright, that's my review of Superman. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you very soon.